Good afternoon, Mike Jones, Fire Chief, City of Fredericksburg. Let's talk a little bit today about COVID-19 and some statistics and other things that are going on within the city. First, we'll post all our statistics online, but let's talk about the local area first. We're up to 410 total positive cases in the health district, which includes the 4 counties in the city of Fredericksburg. Stafford leads the way at 218. Spotsylvania at 119, King George at 28, Caroline at 21. In the city of Fredericksburg, we now have 24 positive cases. We had 1 increase overnight. We are at 19 cases new as far as since yesterday. And that stayed about the same. So we're in somewhere between 15 and 22 cases just about every day. So we're kind of flattening out a little bit. Hopefully we won't have another large uptick like we did last week. On the good side of it, we're still holding steady for now about a week at 9 deaths. So we're not losing anybody else, and that's a good thing. Total number of people that test positive versus the total number of tests in the health district still runs at only about 13% are positive versus the number of people that are tested. It's about 17 statewide. And the census at Mary Washington Healthcare and Stafford Hospital Center is fairly low. We're in pretty good shape there. The number of positive cases in the hospitals between the two is only at about 18, so that's really not that bad. We are seeing some ICU cases, but unfortunately, most of those are from other sicknesses not related to the COVID infections. So that's, we don't want to see anybody in ICU by any stretch, but at the same point in time, that's a good thing in the fact that we're not seeing an uptick in the COVID cases with the infections. So that's good. Statewide, our testing is starting to ramp up, although if you've probably seen it, we're about 48th out of 50 states as far as being able to do testing, but we are testing about 2,500 people a day in the Commonwealth. We're up to 80,000 people that have been tested, 13,500 confirmed cases, and we still have 458 people, unfortunately, that have perished due to the disease. Let's shift gears a little bit and change over. Local elections have been moved out by the governor's order 2 weeks. So they were scheduled for May the 5th, 2020. Now they're moved to May 19th, 2020. You can vote absentee. Matter of fact, that's probably preferable if you don't want to get out and about. So that certainly can do that. The deadline to request an absentee ballot is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, May the 12th, 2020. So you can request an absentee ballot no later than 5 p.m. on Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. To get your ballots back, you can stick them simply in the mail. The United States Postal Service will take care of that for you. Or if you prefer to get it up close and personal per se, you can drop them by the handy drop box, which is on the front of the Registrar's building, which is located at 601 Caroline Street, also known as the Executive Plaza. So you can get those ballots either way. You have to have your ballot back in by 7 p.m. on the local election day, which is May 19th, 2020. So it's got to be in and be ready to be counted either in the drop box or in the registrar's office by 7 p.m. on May 19th, 2020. Only about a third of the ballots that have been requested so far have been turned in. So if you've got your ballot out there, go ahead and fill it out and get it turned in. We want to make sure that your vote counts. Again, if you decide that you are going to go out and go to the polls on election day, you can be assured that the appropriate safeguards for social distancing and congregation will be in place at all the polling locations so that you will have the 6-foot difference and there won't be more than 10 people in the building and everything like that. We're going to make sure that that happens. If there needs to be masks or face coverings, we'll have those taken care of as well. So you can feel safe that if you decide to go out and partake that way, that it'll be according to plans and according to protocols. If you have any questions, please check out the voter registers page at the city's website. That's www.fredericksburgva.gov. And you can find all the latest information that they post up there. They have updated that probably as of today. As we continue amidst the coronavirus pandemic, you need to keep your vigilance up for scams perpetrated by bad actors. They're still out there. They're still doing that. You can follow some of these simple steps that are produced by the Federal Trade Commission, and you can go to their website at www.ftc.gov. But some things to think about: don't respond to text, emails, or calls about checks from the government. That's not the way they're handling it. They're sending it to a particular account they have from your income tax returns, and if not, they're going to send it to your mailing address. Ignore online officers for vaccinations. There is no vaccination out there for COVID-19 at this point. There are some in clinical trials, but they have not been released to the public. So if you see an online offer for a vaccination, it's not for COVID-19. That doesn't exist. Be wary of ads for test kits. The FDA just recently approved one home test kit for use. But the only way you get that is if you have a doctor's order to have that done. So if anybody else is selling you something or it's not FDA approved, the results are going to vary widely, and the chance that you're going to get a false result is pretty high. Hang up on the robocalls. They're not going to do you any good. People do that all the time, trying to get information out of you. Just hang up on them and let it go. And then do your homework when it comes to donations. Never donate in cash or by wiring money to someone you don't know. So if they're asking you and they're sending you emails and they want you to send cash in the mail, or they want you to wire something to them, don't do it. You're better off checking and seeing what's going on. Deal only with reputable people and reputable locations and things like that. Again, restaurants and businesses are open downtown and throughout the city. Please go out and make sure you patronize the businesses. They need your help now more than ever. And the city government is available and operating, usually by electronic means, or you can make a telephone call to us. We do have people here in the offices at City Hall and the other buildings, and we'll be able to try to help you as best we can to do those type of things. Don't forget, good personal hygiene and social distancing habits go a long way to help flatten this curve. Thank you very much. Have a good day.